Okay, all right. I'm here. I am here for the new moon slumber party. Let's see. Okay, where are you, Millie? I'm waiting for you. So we're going to practice our lives. I've never been good at going live, but I'm going to practice. There she is. Let's bring them on. Let's go. Bring Millie. Send invite. Let's get going. We got our amazing Millie. All right, adding. There you are. Yes, honey. Joining. Millie is joining us here.
I can't see a thing. Everything froze.
Everything froze. Okay. Well, it says that you're still joining. That's what it says. So we're working out the kinks on mine. But it says bring them on video. You are on video. Hold on, let's see. Joining. Bring them on video.
I accept it, and it's not.
You did accept.
Yeah, I did. Let me see. I'm trying to see a way where I can make this camera be even more far.
It says that you're still joining.
Really?
I said send invite. Unable to add guest. Millie is already a guest in this broadcast. It says you're already a guest, but I don't see you. Now I don't actually see you. So we're trying to get our soul slumber party going here. But Millie, you're missing.
Let me close this and come back.
Yeah, let's see. We're getting these kinks worked out here. We're having a spiritual slumber party on the new moon in Virgo. So we love creating, sacred space for our friends, and we love just hanging out together and vibing together and having deep, soulful conversations. So if anybody wants to hear anything specific, feel free to leave us comments. Feel free to join in, whatever it is that you wish. We're just here to have some fun. We're just here to have some fun on Labor Day weekend, Sunday night. It's a soulful night, and it's fun to have some conversations with our friends. So if you're a friend of ours and you want to just chat with us, leave us some comments. While my dear, beautiful Millie, who's coming to share her gifts with us, figures out her technical difficulties. Let's see. Millie. Okay, I'm sending you another invite. Let's see. It says that you're being added. There you are. Yes, honey. There you
see
are.
me better there?
You did it, and I see you fabulously because now I can even see that you're wearing striped shorts.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I'm so happy to see
I
you.
know. I think I figured it out.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I like it.
It's excellent.
I like it.
I was trying to hold this space, letting everyone know that you're going to share your gifts with us and that we're having a local slumber party.
We will share
on this amazing Sunday, I said this is a space where we get to be, soulful and cozy at the same time, which is our favorite way to vibe out. Even though you look like you're going to work right now, and I'm in a blanket.
Oh, goodness.
Do you have your wine? Are you whining?
No, we're gonna whine in a bit.
Okay. Now you can relax. Now we can just get it going, and whoever wants can come.
Okay, so you were going to tell me about the new moon on my sign.
I can't get signal here. I have no idea where your Aquarius lines up with Virgo and what house, but because my computer here doesn't want to do its job. All right, let's see. Google. If I had to guess,
If you
what
had to
your
guess.
what your focus for the week has been.
Oh, yes, say it. Say it. I know you want to say it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
Love, love and relationships,
Love, 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 and more love.
which speaks to your Pisces moon, right? Is your Pisces moon or rising?
Rising.
It speaks to your
My
Pisces
moon
rising.
is Capricorn.
Exactly. So given that, usually because rising is your identity, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the Pisces energy and
Overrules me.
is all about the relationships, right? It's all about the relationships this week. And have we not
Mm-hmm.
had a time?
Oh, have we not? Have we
We've
not
not
had a
had a
time?
time. I have
Mm,
thoroughly enjoyed this
very
week.
much. It's been very interesting. A
It,
very, very
it
interesting week
has
in
been a very,
relationships and
absolutely
love.
been excellent.
Indeed.
So
It
when I've been
has.
waking up, I've been waking up with like all the downloads. Remember, I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
heavy, it's been a heavy spiritual week,
Hmm.
just as far as like the downloads that have been coming in from spirit, you know, and it's been incredible in that way.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. So what do we
It
have going
almost.
on in the cards tonight? What do we have going on in the cards tonight?
Oh, let me see. You want me to pull something out for you or for
Yeah,
the collective?
yeah, do it for me. We're
Okay,
here.
let's see. Let's see what we get for you. You want in love
No.
or you want. That is so funny. No, no
No.
love.
Tell
Okay.
just whatever they have to say to me, whatever God wants to like just
Okay.
let me know, whatever they want to say. If it has to do with love, it does. If it has to do with work, perfect. If it has to do with whatever, sounds good to me. Let's just get into
What do you want to say tonight? Annalise. Let's see. What did you want to say?
of course you catered me. Okay.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh goodness, we're getting cards flying all over the place. Energy strong.
They're like, she needs to know. You get her straight.
Let's see. Okay. See what I mean? They're like popping out all over the place. What does she need to know tonight? Hmm. Interesting.
I got you too, so I cannot wait.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay. Okay, clarify. Eight of Cups. Oh. Hmm. Interesting.
¿Qué pasa?
They want to say more? They want to say a little too much. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to know first?
What came out?
Hmm. About the work situation
Yeah,
or
let's
about
talk.
the love
Let's
situation?
let's talk about work.
Okay, work. Okay, so they want you to work and use all the inspiration and fire kind of like what I told you earlier. They want you to work on that inspiration that they're sending you and you're channeling because they want you to build this. They want you to create this. You know, you're like you're in the Queen of Wands energy, and they want you to work on creating, you know, all the things that you're channeling in what you've been having in mind and all that. So they want you to work on that. Look.
Okay. Hi, Erica. Okay, so creating. That's good. That's good.
Creating the business. So this is really good. And they want you to work with like partnership. Like they want you to work with ideas. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. How do I mute this?
All right. Okay. Should start playing some music while we wait. I'm good with the silence. You know, I like the silence, but I don't know about all of y'all, but in my slumber party tonight, I like some music. I'm gonna bring some music on. Let's see. For any of you who are just coming in and joining us, we're having a Soulful Slumber Party on this Sunday. No, it's not even Sunday, it's Monday. It's the holiday. Gosh, holidays got me messed up. It's Monday. It's Moon Day. And it's the new moon day, so that's fabulous. But we're having a slumber party, you know. What's wonderful is that this is a way that we can all stay connected, right, to our friends. For many of you who don't know, I just moved to Connecticut from Mexico and I'm missing all of my friends dearly, but we like to get together to be able to just have some fun together and be able to just vibe out together, right? And that's how we can all stay connected. One of my favorite things to do is create sacred space and just a space where we can come, relax, get cozy in our blankets, no judgment zone, and just have some fun. Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have kids.
Trust me, I know. That's why I wait until mine are in bed to do everything. I put them as soon, girl, as soon as it hit 7:45, I was like in the bed. In the
This is
bed.
what happens when you have kids.
It's
So,
okay.
can you still
This is a
see me
though.
from far,
I can see you
like before?
perfectly. Like
Okay.
however this is, however you did it, it's perfect. But you
Okay.
know, a lot of the times what I realize is people don't think that they can get much accomplished because of their kids, you know, and for a long time I even struggled with that, but I learned like either bring your kids and invite them into the space, but if not, then just set your boundaries. You know, we have to have boundaries with our kids where it's our time too.
That's very
You
true.
know,
Very, very true.
if we waited until they were in bed to do everything, we would never get anything done. But my boundaries now are just like, this is my time. We're not playing with mommy's time. So when 7:45 comes, you're hitting the
That's
bed.
true.
You know?
That is very,
And they've
very
been so
true.
tired. They've been so tired with like the time zone change. Like we literally like are 3 hours ahead of how we've been living forever now. So like trying to just get adjusted has been quite an interesting thing in and of itself.
Yep, I know. The time change and the plays and
Exactly.
getting used to everything
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Okay, so
so
you're ready
I'm
for the
ready.
other
I'm
part.
like
Are
ready,
you
but I'm not
ready?
ready.
Are you
Let's
so
be,
ready?
let's, I mean, yeah, maybe we don't need to be discreet. No,
No,
but
I am. I'm going to be very discreet as much as I can.
yeah.
Okay, so here I am seeing two people right here. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords
Hmm.
that are in that energy, in their mental space energy. They're not in their heart-based energy, and they are both going through a rebirth.
Mm. Yes, the rebirth.
So what this is creating is for both of them to be protecting their bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
this makes them bump energetically because they're both seeing things from a different perspective as they're having the rebirth. So this creates issues, misunderstandings, problems. Mm, some people not being able to have that self-control of their emotions and speaking out of anger, speaking, you know, not from their truth, because they're not emotionally being balanced.
Yeah.
So in order for this to be able to work and not have so many issues, you see that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Walking away,
Yeah.
walking away
Yeah.
to be able to create this and build and
Mm-hmm.
plant the seeds of your rebirth, which are the ones that are going to help you grow into who you are meant to be and being
Absolutely.
able to have this 10 of cups after the rebirth. So it's interesting.
You know what's amazing is it's a rebirth for so many people.
Yeah.
Like the rebirth thing is like a theme right
Mm-hmm.
now, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's a theme. And even for healers, like people who have been giving their life of service and people who have been like really in the trenches. There was a time where spirit just took all of us, I feel like, and put us to sleep in a sense, like I always call us like the OGs of the spiritual world, like the ones who have been doing the work before it was trending, before it was like a TikTok trend to be spiritual. you know?
Yeah.
Like all the OGs, God put aside and was just like, you know what? There's a time for you to rest. That time for rest is now, and it's like lights went out for all of us. Like we all went into hibernation in a
Very
sense,
true. Very true.
and all,
That's how it used to
all,
be back in time, Nicole. Now that you're saying, that's how it
yeah,
used to be. That's the way that they worked back
it's
in time, in
true.
Lemurian times, in Atlantean times. That's what they used to do.
Yeah, like,
That's how they
like
would go through a
that's
rebirth.
how you go through a rebirth. You go to sleep, and a lot of times I realize that because we stay so distracted. Like it's easy for humanity to stay distracted in their everyday kind of, cycles and routines and their
Mm-hmm.
work. And
Mm-hmm.
people are so disconnected from their soul. They're so disconnected from their purpose here because they just get into these mundane routines, right? So I feel like all the people who had really been of spiritual service and who had been giving of themselves to help humanity, we had to take a nap. Like we had to go to sleep because now we're powering up for something that is super impactful and it is so much bigger as we're shifting and
Mm-hmm.
accelerating, into a new dimension. And people don't realize that like the planet is actually shifting when they're talking about going from the time, the age of Pisces into the time of Aquarius, and the time
Mm-hmm.
of Aquarius is where digital technology is huge, and Aquarius is all about knowledge and they're all about, the study and the
The
student and just
intellect. The
absorbing. They're
intellect.
super intellectual,
Yeah.
you know.
Big time.
So the age of Aquarius is going to be a time of high intellect and high, technological, advancement. But what is going to be missing at the same time
Mm-hmm.
is the soul. What's really going to be missing is that deep heart connection, that even Pisces brings that we're exiting out of. So what's important to remember is like while we're still here and while we're still doing the work, the heart is important to bring the heart to as much of humanity as we possibly can, because people who are just starting to wake up, people who are looking for some type of connection and they're not finding it because everything is digital, everything is online, all the connections are online. There are people still who are going to be looking for that intimate, deep heart and soul connection. And so I feel like now all the light workers, all the healers, all of us
Hmm.
that had been,
Hmm.
kind of sleeping to recharge and repair and do our own inner healing work, we're
Yeah,
kind of waking up again for such a time as this to really lay the foundation of what people are going to need as we continue going into a new time, you know?
it's very, very true what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going into the change. Actually, Earth has already done a shift, couple of shifts.
A couple
It
of
was
times. Uh,
it was necessary. Why? Because the sun is evolving. The sun is going through a lot of evolutions, and that's why we're seeing the sun explosions because that's what it is. And in order for for us not to stay behind, we have to evolve. So the sun's
exactly.
energy is pushing the energy, not just Earth. It's like all our solar system is evolving. So it's just a pushing
Exactly.
energy. And Earth already did a shift,
Mhm.
a 1/4 of a shift, like it shifted. So
Yeah.
this is why the weather worldwide has changed because
Yeah.
there was a shift worldwide.
Yeah.
So the weather is not going to be the same anymore. It changed. And there is going to be even bird species that are not going to be flying to the same places because of this shift. And people are going to start realizing this winter.
I know it. I feel like this is such a different time in the universe, right? I feel like
Yeah.
God has been so present in helping us to understand all the changes that are coming, and it's really a time for people to really start digging deep, like within their own heart and soul, and connecting with themselves and connecting with God to just be able to see like what it is that their purpose is during this time, because people who are trying to hold on, say, to like the old systems, and people who are trying to hold on to this old way of being, they're finding that they're struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when the foundation starts to crumble, the foundation is starting to crumble, but people don't want to let go. It's like, because we're
Mm-hmm.
creatures, humanity itself, human beings themselves are just people who don't like change. Some people just don't like
No,
change.
it's
And so
very
when you
true.
don't, exactly, so when you don't understand the change that is coming, you just want to hold on to what's familiar, and sometimes God is like, no, we've got to strip all of that away, and it's going to be super uncomfortable. But sometimes that uncomfortable feeling that we have is the only catalyst to change, because who's changing when they're happy? Who's changing when they feel like their whole life is good? Who's changing when everything is comfortable? So how do human beings change? They change when things get painful. Pain is only the catalyst for you waking up and seeing that something needs to change within your own life, or maybe even the surroundings of where you are, so I think it's all happening. And I think now more and more people are waking up. More and more people are like, what is this world that we're living in, and what is it that I'm missing? And it's truly
Mm-hmm.
connection. It's truly that feeling of really having the friendships, the partnerships, the family, like everything that just feels good to you, instead of just being hard and resistant all the time.
It's true. Well, a lot of those things are going to be breaking. A lot of patterns, a lot of people that are not meant to be in our lives are going to be going away. And there are changes that we have to go through. Why? Because we're not in the same evolution as beings. We're just not there with other people. And it's not that it's bad, it's okay. It's not something bad. We should not take it that way. Because as souls, as beings, we are evolving at different levels, and it
Exactly.
doesn't make you worse or better. It's
Exactly.
just that's the way we've been, because some of us are way more older souls than other
Mhm.
ones, but it does not make us better. It's like comparing your body. I cannot say my left eye is better than my right eye
Yeah.
because they both help me to see. So it's
Yeah, exactly.
all of our body, it's helping me have this experience. So I
Mhm.
cannot say one is better than the other. They're all part of me, every particle, every cell,
Yeah.
every organ, it's part of me. And this is the same thing, us as humans, as a collective, we're all important. And no one is better than the other. We're all necessary. That's why it's very important
Exactly.
just being you. Being you is all that matters, because that's the way we connect and we work, just by being us. Like there's nothing special to it. You know, there's no magic tricks. It's just
Exactly.
you.
It's just you.
It's just you.
Exactly. That's why I'm in this. I feel like that has been the message, especially for me lately, is just
Hmm.
like, how do you feel best?
I
You know,
think
like what makes you
then,
feel good?
yeah, true.
It's been a big lesson for me because a lot of the times, especially as givers or as light workers or whatever, we're always coming here to be of service to other people, but we
True.
neglect ourselves a lot of the
Yes,
time. A lot of the
it's
times we're
very
so
true.
busy giving that we're not giving to ourselves, you know? And so the huge lesson for me has been really discovering myself, like putting as much attention into myself as I do for the people that I love, right? Because if I
Hmm.
can't do that for myself, what is the quality of love that I'm truly able to give from an authentic place, you know? And so now it helps you do so much more when you can create those boundaries, when you can literally say, okay, this doesn't feel good for me, and communicate that, you
Hmm.
know? I always say, like,
Yeah.
it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. You know, it's like if I communicate to you that this is something that I need, this is how I feel, and this is what I want inside of having relationships, then I'm expecting that if you are somebody who cares about me, that you will say, okay, this is important to you. Well, let me, I'm sorry, or I'm going to change that way about, you know, how I'm communicating with you, because obviously you're sensitive or whatever it may be, you know? And
Hmm.
if someone sees that, you know, they're hurting you in some way, you can either take yourself away, or the person who loves you is going to say, okay, I'm not going to do that again. You know, so it really is important for us to be authentic to what our desires and needs are. But we're so busy always trying to, like, let me talk to myself. I've always been so busy trying to think about other people and the way other people are going to respond that I sugarcoat, you know, some things in order to be the bridge, to be the mediator. But I can't do that in my relationships during this time, because I see that right now the most important thing in this world right now is 1,000% truth. And to have those boundaries like
Hmm.
super strong, that is so important right now. The time of like sugarcoating and trying to help people in a nice way is kind of over. It's like one of those things where it's like, I'm going to tell you what I need to tell you. This is my truth. How you receive it is how you receive it. But my reaction to how you receive it is going to determine whether you can stay in my life or not, you know?
Hmm.
So I think that these things are important for us, and for each and every individual person. We all have a different currency, a different need and desire. So if we were all just doing our own authentic thing all the time, then I think we would actually be a happier people, and we would find the people that we vibe with the best, you know? Communication won't be hard. It won't be resistant. It won't be a huge misunderstanding all the time, you know?
Yeah, very true. It's a common problem, I think, with us empaths, you know? Like when we become people pleasers because we don't
Right.
want to hurt people.
You
You know,
know.
we're just apologizing. I'm sorry.
I'm
Or we're
sorry.
just, I'm sorry for everything. Or we're just very careful because we don't want to hurt anybody. Or we have a hard time saying no.
Yeah.
This is, yes to everything.
Yeah.
And it's that part, that yes, it's okay to help other people. It's okay to do these things, but first we got to take care of ourselves,
Exactly.
see for us.
Right. Like
Because if we're
the
not doing
dog,
well,
you know, for a long time, people applauded, you know, the superwoman, the superheroes. You know, it's like,
hmm
look at how much you can take on, but meanwhile, our
the
back is
super
breaking.
mom,
The
like the
super
super
mom,
mom, like
the
back in the
super,
day, the mom that
exactly,
forgets about herself and just gives herself to her kids, then she grows older and she has no life. She has no right to be happy
exactly.
because she's a mom.
It,
And it should not work that way. When you become a mom, you're still an individual and you
an
still have every
individual.
right to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to do things for you. It's not your children don't become your whole life.
That's
They're part of your life, but they're not your whole life.
exactly right. They're
And
part of
that's one thing a lot of the moms forget about. And you know, and they feel guilty, like when they do things or they start doing things for themselves. No, you should not feel guilty. You should feel good, you know, feel good that you're doing these things, because if
Yeah.
you are feeling good about you and you are happy, that's gonna make you a better mom with your kids,
Hmm.
because you're gonna be relaxed, you're gonna have more fun. You're not going to feel stressed out. You're not going to be running all over the place. No, it's okay to once in a while say, you know what, I'm going to go get my nails done.
Exactly.
I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm going to do something for me
Yeah.
because I want to feel good, you know, and because I
Exactly.
deserve it. Not just because I'm a mom, you know, just I don't deserve it and I have to give all my all to my kids and my husband or family. No, no, no.
Exactly.
It should not be like that.
I always use the example of the airplane. You know, they always say put the oxygen mask on yourself first, but somewhere we don't understand
Mm-hmm.
that in society. We're always trying to put the oxygen mask on other people, and then we're
Mm-hmm.
like dying.
That's true.
You know, I'm like, no,
It's
we got
true.
to put the oxygen mask on first, because if we're good, then everyone else is good. We know what we can give. We know what our capacity is. You know,
True.
look at Millie. Look. Yes.
Did you see
Thank
how long
you.
it stayed? Did you see how long it stayed?
I
Oh
know,
my
like,
God. But did you see how long it stayed? That's insane. Maybe you should explain to your viewers a little bit about this
okay, so
because this is
anybody who
interesting.
doesn't understand what just happened here, we've been having these experiences where
Paranormal.
the thumbs up is always popping up when something important is said, or like a confirmation of something is
I
said.
just got the
So
goosebumps.
I know it's from God. I know it's from spirit. They're giving us a confirmation on the things that we're saying, because obviously, as you can see, my hands are free. My hands are not up. I'm
I'm
not
over
touching
here.
the phone. She's not touching the phone.
I'm
I've been moving my hands. I've
far.
been doing all of this. And randomly, this thumbs up will just pop up on this screen when in the middle of us talking, and it lets me know that it is a confirmation from what we're saying, from God, from spirit, from otherworldly beings. And it's amazing to me
That's
because it's
very
happened to me now like 5 or 6 times when we're talking about truth, when we're talking about truth and speaking about truth authentically from our heart, from our soul, for what we believe. This thumbs up will just magically appear, as you can see if you saw it. If not, roll the camera back so you can see it, because it's quite amazing.
please.
I
But
love
maybe like for those
it.
people that are familiar with human design, tell them what you are.
Me, I'm a manifesting generator.
Yeah, and I'm a reflector. Oh
You're a
God.
reflector.
Oh
Exactly. This is
God.
why we work well together, because as a
Yeah.
manifesting generator, I spark in and out. Like, I've got my flame going, I spark, and then I fizzle. But this
And this
is
is
where
just
this is where
weird.
you've come in. This is where you've come in and have just done amazing with all my creative ideas. Like, you've really been able to just fully embody, what is important to me. And you've learned my voice. You know my voice. I mean, you're my best friend, so you know so much. But you've
Mm,
really been
I
able to
do.
recreate. You've been able to create content like nobody's business, just like me. And I love it.
Yes, because I know you.
Yeah.
Especially, I think mostly led by spirit, you know,
Yeah.
what they want us to talk about and do. And like this live, for example,
Yeah.
they just said to me, Millie, do a live. I'm like, are you kidding me?
And the crazy thing is, I used to be so afraid of doing the lives. Like, for any of you who don't know, I'm naturally introverted. Like, you see,
Introvert.
like, I'm naturally introverted. I used to have like a fear of getting on the lives,
Yeah.
and I had to learn to extrovert myself in order to create my business and do my
Hmm.
business and do all the spiritual things that you guys see us doing. But naturally, I like being in my room, vibing alone in my own bubble with spirit. And it's my happy place. But it's also the thing that I feel like I've been put on the planet to do, is create my happy place and bring people into my bubble who also want a happy place,
Hmm.
when you want peace, when you want to heal your heart, when you want to rest, when you need refilling, when you need a support system, when you need a team emotionally to just have your back. Like, that is so important for me to create. And obviously the beauty is the thing that, I
Of
love. The
course.
love is what I love. So to put all those components, and my mom, she's always been the beauty. She's always helped fulfill that, in the business. And that was the amazing part, because it's what is important in this world. Like, so many people think, oh, it's a luxury to do this. No, it's not a luxury to take care of yourself. It's an
No,
absolute 1000%
it's a
necessity.
must. It's
It's
a
a must.
must that you need to do.
Like,
You know, it's part
absolutely.
of you. It's your body. It's where you're going. And if you're doing everything in a better way, more stable, working out, caring for your body, like you showered, you brush your teeth, you shower, you care for your skin, you care for your hair. It's taking care of you. You're not just the outside. It's
Yeah.
the inside, taking care of your heart, your emotions, being a more balanced being. It doesn't mean being perfect, because we all get angry, we all get upset, we all cry, we all go through heartbreaks, we all go through so many emotions. It's not that, it's the matter of how you balance every situation. Once you have the tools and you're going through a breakup, you're going through somebody passed away,
Hmm.
you lost a friendship, you moved, um, um, whatever situation you're going through, it's just having those tools to be able to work through your emotions and balance them out, once you know how to. And that takes time. I understand that, but it's not something that's impossible. It's just
Exactly.
listening interiorly to you, like to your interior, to your heart, because we all work differently. We all do different techniques, different things, and it's okay. It's part of
Exactly.
being you. There's no right way, there's no perfect way. There's so many ways to get things done,
There's
as long
only a
as you work with
unique
you.
way for me. It's not right or wrong, or it's a unique
Exactly.
way. And each person came with a unique way to share their gifts and do what they came here to do. So,
Very true.
and the path is about figuring it all out. The path is about creating and recreating and rebuilding all over and over and over, as many times as it takes.
Mhm. Very, very true.
Oh,
Cool.
my mother replied to your story. Look at you. Look at me now. And what does the rest of the message say? Oh, what
What did she say?
photo? She said, my mother, look at you. What is that photo behind you? Um, it's it's the musicians, black musicians,
I like that.
a drummer, a saxophonist, a celloist, a trumpeter. Yeah, it's a
I
great.
like that.
Um, I
It's
have to refill myself real quick. I'll be right back. So hold the space.
okay. Okay, okay. I will. I can't see how many people are watching, but I'm gonna pull out a card for the collective. Meanwhile, Nicole is gone. For the people watching, I'm gonna pull out a message. This is really nice. So I got the sacred space. So basically, what the sacred space means and what they want the people watching to know is that it's very important for them to have a time, a space, and a place where they can reconnect with themselves spiritually. So I would advise the people watching to create a place, a time that is for you, only you, where you can meditate, where you can just be you. And meditation is not just the traditional meditation that they teach you. It's not just sitting and meditating. You can meditate in so many ways. You can meditate by singing, you can meditate by dancing, you can meditate by just staring into the nothingness, looking at the rain, watching the winds, being in a park, sitting. There's so many ways for you to meditate. It's just being present with you, with who you are. So I advise that to everybody watching, to create that sacred space.
I'm back.
I pulled the card.
Yeah.
I pulled the card for the people watching.
Okay.
They got the sacred space card. So I was advising them that they should create a sacred space and time for them, like to meditate, to connect with them. And I was explaining to them that, meditation is not just a traditional meditation. Meditation can be from dancing, singing, from just staring into the nothingness, or just being quiet, just being with you.
Yeah.
In every way that you can be present with you. And that's a really nice way to meditate and connect with you. It can actually be writing as well. Writing, playing an instrument, whatever way, artistic way you can connect and just be present with you.
Exactly. Do you want me to pull too?
Yes, I want you to tell me what you got for me. I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I think I'm ready.
Let's see. What do you have for Millie? Perfect. So I got the elixir of life, good luck, and growth of energy. So what that tells me is right now you're actually in an extremely expansive time, right? So like the elixir of life is literally like all the things that they're pouring into you right now, like all the things that you're learning, all the things that you're absorbing, all the things that you're healing that are bringing out this vibrant energy, in you.
Yeah.
Then you got good luck because from this place of you really knowing yourself, really being authentic, really just integrating all the messages and the downloads and the spirit, like you are going to find good fortune and good luck as I would say blessings kind of just like everywhere, like it's unstoppable. It's kind of an unstoppable thing for you in this season, in this moment. And then growth of energy speaks to what's happened. The growth of energy is huge. It's big. It's who you're becoming because of all that's taken place, all that is transpiring, right now. So it's super important. So yeah, you're growing and it's bringing you a lot of good things and a lot of blessings into your life.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like
I
it.
like it.
I
I like
like
it. I
it
like it.
too. Okay, should I
Yes,
do for collective?
yeah, do a collective one. Cool.
Let's do a collective
See
one.
what you get.
Collective. Well, you are not going to believe the elixir of life came out first again after I shuffled.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's amazing. It's good. It's a good time for people.
It is. It
Let
is.
go. Good fortune. That's good.
That's interesting. You said that I got abundance too.
Yeah, not surprised.
New beginnings.
Mm-hmm. Eternal charisma. So I got elixir of life, let go, good fortune, and eternal charisma for the collective, which is a good sign. It means that whatever people are struggling with, like whatever right now there's a resistance against, maybe there's a lot of shedding of skins, maybe there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of rebirth, as we were talking about the rebirthing process for a lot of people going through, transformation. There's a lot of transformative energy happening within people where they're letting go of relationships, they're letting go of belief systems, they're letting go of anything that is not serving their highest purpose and their highest good right now. They're being called to
Mm-hmm.
let those things go. Stop struggling, stop trying to hold on to things that are no longer in alignment with who you are and where you're going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you let go of all these things that you're trying to hold on to, whether it be for hope, whether it be for, possibility, whether it be for a future that you imagined or believed for, whatever it is that's causing you pain, whatever it is that is causing that resistance, that energy, that tug of war, it's best to just let it go, because when you do let it go, all of these good things come in, whether it be the healing. The elixir of life is about the healing. It's about really just integrating all of everything that's transpired so that you in this rebirthing process can become a new creature, so that you can have a rebirth, and good things can come into your life. Good things can start unfolding for you. And you become a magnetic person. You become somebody who is really able to attract good things. You really become a beacon of blessings,
Mm-hmm.
because you're able to let go of things that are stressing you out or causing you pain or hurting you. And when you
Very true.
realize that who you are is good enough to experience the best of the best, when who you are is worthy of receiving good things, then you no longer want to stay with the things that are not creating that environment for you. So for the collective, it is a time of letting go, which can be painful, for people,
It
but no,
is.
on
It
the
is.
other side of that, it's just amazing things. So
It
that's what I
is.
got. Mm.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got about the same you just said. Just the only difference is honoring your energy. What that
Hmm.
means is basically what you said. Being able to let go so that you can honor you,
Yeah.
self-love, honoring your energy, putting limits, not, when you have to say no, it's no, you
Exactly.
know? So, and yeah, is it gonna hurt? Of course.
We
Everything
have
hurts.
we have a live guest here
So,
with us, so hold on one moment.
okay.
Yeah. Yes, it's right here. I said we have a live audience as well. You're welcome.
That's good.
Okay, my live audience has left now.
Hmm. I do want you to pull for me about love.
About love.
Yeah,
All right.
for me about love. And love for the collective
Love for the
too. Pull,
collective. I like,
pull some from me and pull
because
some
you
about
are
love for the
we
collective.
are we are all part of the collective.
So I
So
think maybe whatever you tell me might resonate with somebody listening. So we'll see. We'll
you
see.
know me. I okay. I love love. I'm the love lady. I love love.
Love, love, love. All about love.
I'm not the mushy gushy sensitive Pisces.
The Pisces sun and the Pisces
I
rising.
love
Oh
I
my
love
God.
being a Pisces, but I also love being an Aries rising because it doesn't make me as mushy as my Pisces rising sister.
Well, it's a war between Aquarius and Pisces for me.
Exactly. I know. For the collective, what is the reading? What is God? God, what do you have to say for love for our collective? What is the mass majority of people needing to hear about love? Oh.
Oh. Somebody's getting married. Somebody watching is going to a
No,
wedding,
Millie,
or they're getting.
legit.
Seriously, wait. Well, mine is in Spanish, but I got wedding.
Mine says engagement.
Oh my goodness. Somebody is getting engaged or married.
Yours is
Somebody
in Spanish.
watching.
Her love
Yeah,
deck is in
mine are in
Spanish, mine is in
Spanish.
English, and it's the same energy.
Let's see what else pops out. Oh goodness. Oh, interesting. Somebody's having a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm wondering if that involves a certain someone.
Oh, okay. Attraction.
Everything is popping
I
out.
know mine
That means the
are popping
energies
out too. Mine are popping out.
are intense. Honeymoon.
Okay.
Honeymoon, wedding, heart-to-heart conversations. Let's see.
Okay, this is the last one I'm going to pull for the collective. I got a lot of them here, so we're going to tie all of this in.
Okay, so I have two messages. I have two different messages.
I do too. I have several different ones. So these two came together. This one. Hmm. Okay. So you want me to go first, or you want to go
I
first?
want you to say it, and then I'll tell you if I have something backing it up over here. That would be interesting. So you say it.
So I separated them into 3 different categories because these messages apply.
Oh my God, so did I.
Amazing. So these messages apply to different groups, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the first one that I got was engagement,
Wedding. I already said it.
and you got
I
wedding,
got
right?
wedding.
So this one stands alone by itself.
What do
Um,
you get?
so obviously this is a time where people are deepening their commitments, to each other. But also on top of that, because they came together, was healing family issues. So what it goes to show me is that there can be a time for people that are obviously very, very happy, and people are in love, and people are deepening their bonds and commitments to each other, which is amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
yet on the other hand, the card that says healing family issues came into play as well. And it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Because a lot of the time there, and this card specifically, what I'm getting is that this card specifically, as it pertains to engagements, there could be kind of like a tug of war happening that can affect people. When you have some type of family dynamic that is different, whether it be cultural, whether it be belief systems, whether it be religion, whether it be whatever, there's something that's getting in the way of a couple that has deepened their commitments, obviously getting married or getting engaged or whatever, that family issues are affecting right now. And so the message would really be to strengthen the bond, to put those things aside, to not let actually family get in the way of your authentic love for each other, you know. And as you do the inner healing work, as you begin to, you know, heal the issues that have you attracting certain patterns in your life from childhood, your bonds get stronger. The bond between you and the person that you're engaged to, or the person that you want to have a deep commitment with, gets stronger as you heal the issues that would keep you in tension and separation and resistance. you know um Engagement is supposed to be a happy time, but I do feel that in this particular energy, that it's the double-edged sword. It is the happy with the sad. It is with a joyful time, but also feeling a little bit of sadness because there's something that's getting in the way of this commitment that is outside of them. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be anything that is just causing tension in between the relationship of these people as a united front. And so that is what needs to be dealt with. And as you become more authentic and as you heal those family issues, it no longer affects your partnerships in the same way. And then I got playfulness, flirt, finances, and career. Now
Hmm.
I, I
Hmm.
asked God. I was like, you know what, God,
Hmm.
why finances and
Hmm.
career? But then needing playfulness and flirting. Why? Because
Um,
what this goes to show me is that in a lot of relationships,
hmm.
finances are a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, finances, career, like all of that is a big deal. And it's getting in the way of truly just finding joy. It's getting in the way of really being your authentic, playful self. And God and Spirit don't want you to struggle. They don't want you to focus so much on the mundane things like finances and career to the point where it is indeed affecting your love life. They want you to
Hmm.
have a free and playful energy because when you're feeling free, when you're playful, when you're flirting, when you're just in that like good dynamic energy, when you feel good about you, everything else starts to fall into place. But we get so tied up in mundane things like finances, home, house, career, and it becomes stressful for us that we lose ourselves inside of it. And so the message from Spirit really is to play, to have some fun, to be in an attractive energy because you are just doing your own thing and you're vibing with yourself and it feels good. And then all of those worries and stress factors that you have start to kind of dissipate because you're just in this good energy. And when you have good energy, it attracts more good energy. And the last couple here in the collective,
Collective.
the collective, it's a past life relationship.
No way.
Yes, this way.
Past life relationship.
No, past life.
Past life. Look, same image. Look at that. So people see it's
Totally.
true.
We're in two different places, two different countries. You're in Mexico, I'm in the US, and we both pulled the same exact card.
The
You can't,
same
I mean,
card.
you
The
just can't with
same.
right? You can't with it. You can't.
And with that, I got soulmate.
Beautiful. With that, I got attraction and keep an open mind. Why? Because there is a past life connection here at play.
Hmm.
There is a connection here at
Hmm.
play.
I feel like something's like.
But when it says
Uh-huh.
keep an open mind.
Yeah.
Why?
Why
Because
is
this
that?
relationship, you have a connection, there's an attraction, but it might not just be physical. There might be something about this person that is really attractive to you, but they're different than what you've ever expected. They could be of a different cultural background. They could be of a different color. They could be of a different religious belief. They're different than what you had your sights and expectations on. But there is something that is attractive to you about them. And
Mhm.
so the message would really be from Spirit to go for it and keep an open mind. Keep an open mind about this relationship, that is different than what you expected. Not all the time what we want and what we think and what we desire comes to us the way that we think and desire. And that's where we get ourselves messed up sometimes, right? Because we have this specific tailored idea of what we want, and Spirit doesn't care about any of that. God doesn't care about any of that. They care about what is the best and in the highest good for love. And sometimes love comes in a different package than what we expect. But when you feel that thing, when you feel inside your heart, when you feel inside your soul that there's something that is connecting you to that person, you have to keep an open mind and just go for it. So that is what I have right now. That's it.
Good.
So now
Nice.
you piggyback off me. You tell me what you got over there for our collective.
No, I only got with you that what I told you, the relationship from a past life, soulmates, and then I got honeymoon. Then I got the heart to heart conversation. Somebody needs to have a heart to heart conversation.
Yeah.
And then I got somebody that the love is not corresponded. They're not, they love someone or they want something and it's not reciprocated
Mm-hmm.
because somebody's wearing a mask
Mm-hmm.
and you need to love yourself first. You need to love yourself first before you can engage on anything romantically. Because if you're not loving yourself, you're not going to attract that authentic, 100% real love. You gotta love you. That's what I got. Simple,
Collective,
quick.
what we both know is the theme for authenticity is so high. The theme for really diving deep into your own love, self love, authentic
Yeah.
self purpose is so big right now, and I think that when we look back at this time, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to
Yeah.
see just how much growth we were all able to have because we're going to see a completely different reality than the one that we're seeing right now. It's always hard. Like they say, hindsight is 2020. You're not able to see when you're in the trenches. You're not able to see when you're in a spiritual warfare. You're not able to see when your heart is broken what the good on the other side really was, right? But when you look back from the higher place that spirit and God is taking you, you can say, oh my God, that time was for that. You'll be able to look back and see just how much you've grown inside of what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing right now and how much love you have for yourself, how much more love you can give because you first loved yourself and because you took that
Exactly.
time to maybe even shut down social media. You took that time to really align with what spirit is telling you. And we're all, like you said earlier, Millie, we're all on different paths,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're all
We
on
are.
different levels, and not because one is better than the other, but we all are walking on a different timeline, right? So
Exactly.
for some of us who have been in the service business to humanity for a long time, we needed to take a rest. So spirit put us away. We were, in hibernation, let's say, to gear up for what is coming. And now we're coming back stronger and wiser, more connected, more everything, right? And now there's also people who are now going to sleep instead of waking up. So we're all on different paths, and we all have different places and spaces that we're supposed to reside right now, and it's one is not better than the other because all our gifts are strong and they all have a time and a place. And so that's kind of what I love is just that wherever you are in your journey, you just kind of have to trust the process of that. And if you feel like you're in pain, if you feel like there's resistance, you have to find a way to surrender, and it's not about stripping, it's not about letting go. And I think when we tell people to let go, it kind of has the opposite effect of what, we want people to have or what because people don't want to let go. People are like, are you telling me what to do? I'm not ready. But I think when
Mm-hmm.
you come from a place of surrender, the surrender is, I want what's in my highest good. I want
Mm-hmm.
what is in the highest good of all people concerned that I love. Because if you're genuinely loving from a high place, you don't want any suffering for anybody. You just want what is in the highest good for everyone, and that includes yourself, not at the expense of yourself. And when you look back later on, you'll find that, hey, I get it now. And I say that all the time. Like I look back and I'm like, I get it now. I get it now. A lot of kicking and screaming that I always do with spirit. I'm like the rebel child. I kick, I scream, I yell, and I'm like,
It's
why?
true.
I'm not ready. But then I look back and I'm like, I get it, God. I get it. Thank you. You know, and it's because
And
they've elevated you. They elevate you when you feel like you're at your lowest, but you can't see it until you look back.
and I want to add to that that sometimes it's okay if it takes you longer, to heal. Like sometimes they make a move, but why did you go back? Why did you go back with him, or why did you go back to this situation?
Hmm.
Because sometimes people they're just not ready, and it's okay to, even if you have to fall 2, 3 times,
Yeah.
it's okay for you to have that process because people will tell you, and you'll be like, okay, yes, I understand, and your head understands, but your heart does not understand.
Mhm.
So if you have to go through it again and again until your heart learns and understands, that's when the healing comes. Like once your heart understands, you heal and you
Exactly.
move on from the situation, whether it's love, work, family issue, whatever you want to
Mhm.
place it at. That's when you move forward, and it's okay. It's okay going in your pace, not what the society or what the neighbor says. It's just doing you, doing what you feel it's best for you, because it's
Exactly.
your soul, it's your path, it's your life, it's you doing your process and learning in your way. So there's, like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong way. It's just evolving, living, being present, loving, and yes, having every emotion, but being able to understand it, understand why it's there. Why am I angry? Why am I sad? It's like that hunger. Sometimes you feel hungry, but at the end, it was not hunger. You were just thirsty.
Right.
And it's the same thing with emotions. You just have to deal with them and understand them to be able to heal, and you don't keep falling into a certain pattern. But
Exactly.
it's doing the work, and a lot of people don't want to do the work. They want it easy. But if you don't
That's
get
it.
to that wisdom, that learning does not come, so that you compromise with you more and you attract more on what's aligned with you, with who you are, the way you think, the way you live. The more you value you, it's the way people are going to value you as well.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Respect and give that to yourself, because that's what you're going to
Yep.
attract.
Let's see.
I lost you for a second. Do you see
For
me?
a second too. I have 4% left on my phone, so our slumber party might have to come to an
Oh, yes,
end.
it does. It does, Dan. Yeah, because I can't see you.
No, I'm still here. I can still see you.
Okay. So that's probably the last message, for me on my side that I
And
want to
it's the
share.
last, it's really the last for me too. I think anybody who stops in on any part of our life is going to have a whole world of messages and
Yes,
nuggets to take away from this.
true.
But you know us, when you're friends with us and you're hanging out in our slumber parties,
We go from one spot to the
your
other.
mind is gonna blow because we just could talk all day long about this
It's
stuff.
true. Very true.
People always people always say that they want to hang out with me or that they want to be friends, and I'm like, are you sure? Are you ready? And now you get a taste of it, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun when we get to talk and just hang out and vibe about what we love, spirit and
True.
humanity and kindness and love and all of it, and I feel like that's what the world needs. The world needs more spaces and places where they can just bare their soul and their heart and have real people who understand, partner with them and support them. And I hope that's what we can continue creating, for people, because people are lonely in this world, and you
Very true.
always need to know that somebody is there for you, always. If it's not your family, if you don't have any friends, if you're sitting alone, when you feel like everything and everyone has left you, there's always God, there's always spirit, and they will always send you what you need, even if it's a lie from two spiritual people who love to do this work. we invite people to hang out with us and be friends with us, and we have to do this way more often, more slumber parties.
Me
And then
too.
I'll get you to bring
Me
your
too.
blanket and your pillow like me.
I know, I know, I know. Next time,
Yeah.
I'll do like a cute little teddy bear music. No,
She said it.
that's not happening. That's not
That
happening.
that's
That's
that's that's for a different Millie. Millie, no.
yeah, that's
That's
no. That's
that's
a
the
big
wrong
no.
social media.
Well, I want to add to, at the end of the day, we have ourselves too.
Mm,
We have us.
yeah,
So we're basically never alone.
we're
As
never.
long as you are true with you and you understand that whatever your situation you're going through, you're not alone because you always have you and there's always a reason to smile, to live, to be okay because sometimes other people have it worse than us and it doesn't mean that your situation is less,
Hmm.
but it's just being grateful. If you have a bed you sleep on, you have a house, food on your table, just be grateful for the little things because at the end of the day, that's the most important. So,
1,000%. Yep.
yeah,
All right, Millie.
already.
Well,
Yes.
we'll get off this live because I'm just gonna call you or text you anyway.
Yeah.
We'll get off the live.
Okay. Let's get
Okay.
out.
Good
Okay.
night,
See you guys.
everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.